So there are a few things you need for this, including some black yarn, a pencil, scissors, and a hole punch, as well as some paint samples. Now I use the bare 4 stripe because they're the right size, but you could try any kind, I suppose. So the first thing I did was I took my scissors and I cut off the text on the side, and I only went up to the 3rd color or the 2nd color down, whatever. I cut off 3 colors essentially. And then from there I do a triangle using that rounded corner as one of my corners, so I kind of had a starting point. And then I do a triangle, except I did it with a rounded top, so it looked like a piece of candy corn. And you guys know candy corn has 3 different colors in it, which is why I only used 3 stripes of color. Which I know candy corn is like 3 stripes of 3 different colors, but this I think looks cool when you do a whole bunch of different colored ones anyways. So then I just went ahead and cut that out, and then using kind of that one as like my template, I guess. After I like trimmed off and made it kind of perfect, like to my standards anyways, I used it as a template, like I was saying, to go on the rest of them. Now I did reds, which unfortunately fade to pink, because obviously when you mix red with white, it's pink. But the oranges are just lighter shade of orange, so those work a little bit better. And then the yellows, as you can see, are different shades of yellow. So I just cut that out, and then I use that same one to stencil on all of them. And it really wasn't that difficult, but it definitely was time consuming because you had to trace them all and then cut them all out and kind of be like as precise as you can with them. But they're not that complicated. So once you have them all cut out, you can cut out however many you want to make for your section of garland. You want to take a single hole punch, or I guess you could use a 3-hole punch and only use 1 hole of it. But it might be more complicated, and punch circles in the corners of the paint swatches. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, you don't have to measure it or anything, but you want to kind of get them around the same, you know, spacing, at least on each paint chip, them to be the same. They might be different from paint chip to paint chip, but they have to be at least all the same on each individual paint chip. Then you want to take your black yarn and kind of weave it into the paint chip, and then tie a knot. So if you go through the front and then around the back and out the other hole, it's 4 o'clock. It'll put the thread on the back, and then you can use the end and tie it off. Now you only have to do this twice, obviously once on each end, and then you can continue weaving through every piece the same way, just so that the yarn doesn't show on the front. It's just like right on the corners, not like all the way through. And then you'll have your garland start to form. So what I did was I took the very first and the very last ones of each strand, and I put some hot glue on the back just to hold it in place. But you don't need to do this, it's not necessary. And I find that with the yarn, they don't really slide around anyway. So then just space them out how you want, hang them up on your wall, and you're done. So for the little one, I think I used like 15 paint swatches maybe. The bottom one I used a few more. I don't know, you could pause and count it if you wanted to. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you try this out, send me a picture so I can see it, because I would love to. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen my last video, please click that button there and it'll direct you to that video. A random video, which is just a random video that I picked that I thought you'd enjoy. Also, there's a link to my vlogging channel, as well as a subscribe button, because you know you want to subscribe, because you want to be around for all the next videos that come out. Don't forget, I put out new videos every Monday to Friday, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!